not. My voice is just doing strange things today as I'm trying to ward off whatever is going around at Casa Cox. So that's what it is. Cavs game, they lost. Bill said the game against the Pistons was a winnable game because they have similar records. It was not. Well, it was winnable. Yeah. They did not win. They got blown out, actually. 127-94 was the final there. You were there?
Yeah, I was there.
You and Burge were there.
Yeah, me and Burge were there. It was,
so you guys making love there in the fifth row?
Yeah, you know, he's sucking on my finger, whatever.
Ew.
Listen, hey, don't judge.
I'm not judging.
Sounds like you're judging.
It's kind
I'll
of
tell you
thing
what,
I do in public.
James Burge, I'll say, is one of my...
I feel like it's grosser to do just in private with me and him.
But in private, nobody has to know about it. Sucking fingers in the fifth row?
That's something that you would do in public. I'm simply saying that, I think of Burge as one of my best friends, and I would never put my finger in his mouth for him to suck it.
Well, I guess we're better friends.
I guess you are.
We are better friends.
I've just been knocked down a few pegs, and I guess that's okay.
We had a
if
blast.
That's what it takes.
I love James. We go to the game. We enjoy the game. He's there with for a work function, and it's one of those places where if you work there, you're having a pretty good time. Like it's a pretty fun place to work. He was
Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, made it. Nobody was holding back on drinking. They're all having a very good time.
Was it like their corporate Christmas thing, or?
I think it was just like, hey, let's go out for a Cavs game. Yeah, they bought a bunch of tickets and went and hanging out at the bar, and then afterwards we went to a bar and got some wings, and we're like eating wings, kind of winding down the night, just talking about our families and stuff like that, just kind of catching up a little bit. And like when we first started the wings, like, oh, these wings are like the perfect amount of hot, because we ordered
spice or temperature.
Spice. So we ordered medium wings, but then as we get to like the third and fourth wing, we're looking at each other and we're getting a little sweaty. We're like, hey, we ordered.
This is pretty hot.
You ordered medium, right? And like, cause we like got, and I'm like, yeah, I ordered medium. He's like, yeah, I don't think they're medium. I'm like, I don't think they're medium either. These are pretty. And then like the bartender came over and she's like, you guys want hot wings, right? Well, we said medium wings, and she's like, oh, well, they're hot and the kitchen's closed, so you can eat those or not.
And
I was like,
you guys ordered the ghost pepper suppositories over here, right? Just
So then we got into like our own like version of hot ones, where we start talking about like existential stuff while we're eating these wings that are, they're not the hottest wings ever, but they were definitely spicy enough that you get a little sweat rolling down our cheeks.
That's so unenjoyable to me. I can't. If something's too spicy, it's game over. I have such a weak palate for that kind of thing.
Well, it's like a scorched earth in your mouth.
It doesn't
you can't
even
have anything else.
Yeah. It's not even.
And again,
fun.
it wasn't that like my palate's fine today. Like it didn't ruin me, but it was just enough to be like, ooh, this is more than I'm used to.
Yeah.
And I was and more than he was used to, and then we were just kind of powering through it because we were hungry.
Yeah.
We needed something in our stomachs because we had what's that called when you have a lot to drink?
Binging.
Inebriated?
No, had fun. We had fun.
Had fun. Mary's out here trying to have fun with no alcohol.
No, that's impossible.
Look at that.
I haven't done anything the last couple of days. I've felt like trash. I'm all run down and tired. I'm just laying on my couch watching The Office. Thank you to the customer who got me the Office DVDs. I put those in last night. And I was trying to get work done, but I forgot to log into my website. And I don't host my own website, so I'm trying to get the information from the guy, and it's just like back and forth, and then I ended up just laying there.
I would think the most
TV.
difficult part of sobriety, most people come to sobriety because they can't drink, right? Which is
and
where
they can't manage their drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
They can drink all right.
Yeah,
but I would
can drink
imagine,
just fine.
I would imagine that the most difficult part of sobriety is you can't even socially drink. Like, I don't drink a lot.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't go home and have a beer. I don't drink if I'm watching TV.
Right.
I drink when I'm out.
Right.
If I'm doing an appearance, I'm out with friends, whatever. You wouldn't even be able to do that.
Well, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like I'm more comfortable being out with people and just having a soda water. I don't ever have really the urge to drink, but it's boredom that you're just like, God, I don't even know what to do with myself. I struggle with that a lot in the first couple months because I'm like,
because it's such a social lubricant.
Well, and being a partier was such a part of my identity. I didn't realize how much I put into going to bars. Like, that was what I liked to do. That was my thing, is I would go out and I would drink and I would party. And then when you take that away, it's like, well, I don't even know what I like to do. That's all I thought that I was. And now what? Now I actually have to find hobbies? What is that about? It's very, very much so an adjustment.
Because you can't replicate, and this sounds obvious, but I don't mean it that way, and you can't replicate those good times if you're the only one not drinking.
What do you mean?
Well, some people go, yeah, but you could still go out with your friends, just have club soda, and you'd still have fun.
It
you go,
ain't the same.
You wouldn't. Well, A, it's not the same. B, you wouldn't have fun because after a while, you're the only person not drunk, and then you realize, wow, this sucks. I got to get out of here.
Well,
I'm not a
always.
babysitter. I'm not,
I've had a lot of fun, even late nights out with friends, drinking and with them drinking and me just hanging out and stuff like that. But it does get to a certain point where you leave. It's, midnight, 1 a.m. Midnight, 1 a.m. You see everybody starting to go south, and you're just like, nobody's going to remember this anyway.
Yeah.
And that's what I say. I'm always like, hey, I'm leaving right now. If anybody needs a ride home, get in my car. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And so
and that's the ability that
but
you didn't have when you were drinking because
every night was a 4 a.m. night.
Yeah, that's
4
so much.
a.m.
Yes. I
Honey,
just drink until bar closed, find somewhere to do after hours, and then hit up a diner.
Well, it's because you're performing at night, and then you go out. I remember when I first, when I was doing night radio, I was working 8 to midnight, and you weren't going to bed until 5 a.m.
Right.
So you'd go out after because you're all hopped up from whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I wasn't really drinking yet, but I was starting to.
Get off stage at 11:30 at night, or like a late show that doesn't start until 10:30.
Yeah.
And then you're not off stage and done with the handshaking until 12:30, 1 in the morning. You're going to be drinking till 3. There's just one thing and another.
Yeah.
But I tweeted that last night. I was like, man, staying
Nice humble brag, by the way. Not done shaking hands for an hour.
Well, you get no. I tweeted that last night. I was like, Bill's like, hi, bye, thank you.
He's got his 7-minute time. He's got an egg timer there. He turns over when that sand is empty.
You each get 3 seconds and then move on.
That's right.
I was saying this earlier today. Me and Bill and Gab were hanging out, and I was saying how being dormant is something that I'm not good at. And I've been looking at my schedule for December and January, and it's very, very light, which I did on purpose so that I could have time to rest because I've been on the road for 4 months. But it makes me like antsy and anxious because I don't like not having something to do.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like depression. There have been months where I was super, super down.
You want to paint my apartment?
I do not want to paint your apartment. Where I would just lay on my couch and watch.
You sure you don't want to paint his apartment?
I do not want to paint his apartment. Just lay on my couch and binge watch Netflix. And I was doing that the last 2 days, and I'm like, this feels like a dark time in my life. This is exactly what I was doing when I was super sad. And it like kind of brought back some of those feelings, and I didn't like it. So I'm like gonna have to try to find ways to keep myself busy when I don't have shows.
Like a hobby.
Or like painting.
I don't have a hobby, and I don't want to paint your house.
Can you take online pharmacy school classes?
Also don't want to do that.
What about...
about doing wallpaper.
I also just need to get back into a routine of going to the gym in the morning. I have been really bad about that the last couple weeks.
Yeah. If I had all that free time, I'd be in the gym all the time.
Well... It's just, I just have been tired. I've been exhausted.
And you know a great remedy for fatigue? Exercise.
Yeah.
Well, I would go to sleep at night. I wouldn't just be laying there too tired to do anything, but not tired enough to sleep.
Yeah.
I'd be worn out,
What about decoupage? How about that? Have you ever thought about a little art thing where you're like gluing various things onto a, like cardboard, a little pastiche, if you will.
Like
it's a lot
vision
of fun.
board?
Oh, well, no, it's probably a little. You can look it up, and I'm sure you'll be immediately entranced by the whole process. Think about that.
I might.
All right. What about wicker?
Knitting.
What about working with wicker? You could
making chairs and baskets.
Oh,
and
you name it.
Hats.
Or crocheting.
Crocheting.
I don't
My
know
cousin did
my
that
mom's
for a
a
while.
great crocheter.
Don't know that I'd want to wear a wicker hat, but I take your point. You can really.
You don't want a wicker hat? What if I put earmuffs on it?
It's a. Would they be wicker earmuffs?
No, they'd be real earmuffs. They'd be soft earmuffs to protect your ears from the wicker.
Tell you what, you make me a wicker hat, and we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll wear it in here.
You can learn to knit, or you can learn to crochet, and then you can sell that as merch.
I don't want to do that.
You can knit little Mary dolls.
No. This is also the first round. This is my first winter being not drinking.
Oh, yeah.
Summertime was easy. I could go
Inside.
do whatever I wanted anytime I wanted to do it. Just go for a walk in the park or be out. But this is going to be
maybe you get some of those.
difficult.
Maybe you start fishing. You get some of those.
Ice fishing?
Yeah, you can ice fish. Our buddy does it. Adam Richards does it.
Yeah, I know that.
So you could go do it with him, or you could get
I don't
some
like
of those
the cold.
waders.
I'm freezing cold in a 70-degree studio.
You get all the equipment for it, and you go get like the big waders, and you go out in the river and stand there by yourself and just fish.
Yeah, just me and
in the river.
in the nature.
Yeah.
And the freezing cold fish.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to eat it, though.
You catch and release.
The freezing cold fish.
Uh-huh. playing at the Agora this weekend.
Yeah.
And then you can change up the way you Tinder, because now you are the one holding up the fish.
I'm the one holding the fishing waders with my camo hat.
Yeah.
My truck.
The hunted has become the hunter, as it were.
Ooh.
Hey, I've got $1 million. Your chance to win this money. We're doing this over the holidays. There are plenty of chances for you to win. You got one right now. Good luck.
Your shot at $1 million now.
Text the nationwide keyword WIN to the number 200-200. That's WIN to the number 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info, and standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's WIN to the number 200-200. Good luck from 100.7 WMMS.
Saw another one of these K-pop stars died. They've lost 3. I mean, this doesn't really mean much to us. Even if you're an American that's way into K-pop, you might take it a little bit harder than anybody else. But for the most part, this is just something that kind of happens in entertainment overseas. These South Korean boy and girl bands. But imagine over there if, like, 3 members of the Backstreet Boys...
Wait, 3 members of the same band?
In their day. No, but I'm just saying, I mean, there's a lot of these bands.
Imagine
but
if there was, like... a member of the Backstreet Boys died, and then a member of
NSYNC
died, and then 98 Degrees died. Like, that'd be wild.
Yeah. What's it from?
Well, they think that they're all suicides. They don't initially say, but they're all in their mid-20s. So there was a girl a couple of weeks ago. There was a guy a couple of weeks before that. This new dude was 27, and he had been doing films and TV, and he's one of these... Again, I was only half joking when I said that's why these goddamn bands have 25 people in them. So, like, when one goes down, as they seem want to do, you go, we got 24 left.
That'll drive you to
Pick
kill
another one you
yourself.
think is cute. Focus on him. Cha In-ha was found dead in his home at age 27. And I guess he had been a little bit moody on Instagram recently. And he was concerned about the toxic celebrity culture in South Korea. A lot of those kids get a lot of online abuse, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So, oh, my goodness.
Dude, I couldn't imagine.
So it's like, over here we go, oh, that's weird. But over there, if you had superstars hanging themselves, it'd be weird.
That happens. I mean, superstars kill themselves a lot, I feel like.
I'll tell you what.
They don't kill themselves a lot. They just happen to die.
Or they'll overdose. They'll be taking so much medication, or they'll drink themselves to death.
Purpose. That's not on purpose.
But there's still celebrity suicides.
I'm talking about, like, Kurt Cobain type stuff. Like, shoot yourself in the head. That's
Anthony
suicide.
Bourdain.
Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, Kurt Cobain was murdered.
Chris Cornell. I mean,
and
there's a ton of people.
The
drugged
biggest
up,
superstar ever, Jeffrey Epstein. Obviously, he killed himself.
Obviously.
That's one thing. If this guy hanged himself, that's one thing he does not have in common with Jeffrey Epstein. So anyway, just kind of a weird situation over there. But again, there's a band called BTS, who are a South Korean pop band, and they did Saturday Night Live. I feel like Saturday Night Live, boy, for the people who are still watching it, 9 times out of 10, I will skip over the musical guest, because they used to kind of get people who were on the rise. They seem to be doing real deep dives now on bands that, boy,
they just had Lizzo, or they're having Lizzo this week?
Not Lizzo.
They have music so fractured now that they're getting people like it was the Queen, or I don't even know. King Princess, yeah.
Who I only know through my daughter, and I'm like, oh, this is okay. I get this. But boy, King Princess is not even remotely like a Saturday Night Live mainstream. I don't even mean mainstream.
It's just so fractured now, though. Like, so you have someone like that's got a ton of fans, and I think it's more strategic where they're like,
but they're not going to watch Saturday Night Live.
But they'll watch that performance. They'll go on the YouTube channel and watch that performance, and if that...
They start clicking around, something pops up.
And then they find out that they were in, like, a sketch or something, or they'll go, oh, that was cool.
Yeah.
So let's watch more of this. Or something will autoplay a different sketch, and it might bring them into the SNL world. So I think it's, like, a double-sided thing. Like, yeah, we're going to give you exposure to people that may not know who you are, King Princess, but what we're really looking for is your audience to come to our Facebook or our YouTube channel and start engaging with our content.
Hey, why aren't you just spending all your time playing Xbox?
Why would I?
Because, goddamn, I wish I had time to play Xbox. It's
I've
fun.
never been a gamer. I mean, I play Guitar Hero every now and then, but I've never been like a... I have the original Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. Is that the original one? I don't know.
You were never a gamer because you were always a drinker.
Yeah, I guess if I found the right game, I could sit down and be a gamer.
What about like Frozen 2 or something?
Frozen 2, the game?
I don't know. What about Mean Girls, the game?
Let it go. No, I don't know. I've never really given much thought to that. Like, I guess I could. I don't know, man. It's just
Eat an edible, play a video game. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not a, that wouldn't be a bad.
I'm not painting your house.
Why is he driving so hard for you to paint his house?
I just went over there today for the first time, and you're trying to put me to work.
Well, you said you needed something to do.
I don't want to do that.
Will you pay her to paint your? Wouldn't that be weird though? It'd be weird if you painted.
I don't even know if I'm good at painting a house. I don't think
We'd do it together.
He
It'd be
clearly
funny
doesn't
content.
It'd be funny content for us to paint.
Paint together.
What color?
Oh, I don't know. We'd have to figure that out.
You don't even know what color you wanted to paint?
Not yet. You could help me choose one. I would consult people to make sure I'm
bright orange.
Because the
bright
carpet,
orange with pink splatters.
But the rug that I have in that room in the dining room is orange. And
Blaze
that would
orange?
not look good.
Sure, it will.
No, it would not.
They'd match.
It'd be too orange.
No such thing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
No such thing as too orange.
I'll tell you what. You know the old
down.
phrase, it's as dull as watching paint dry?
Uh-huh.
Watching people paint, not too far above that. You got to speed it up. You got to add some fun. Then it becomes hilarious.
And then we paint each other.
Yeah, you put a little
bit
dab on your nose or on your butt.
But that's like a couples thing to do. You
and
guys
then I
aren't
push
a
her
couple.
out the window. Okay.
Oh, and that's where it all goes. I didn't see that one coming.
Murder
I'm
suicide?
unpredictable. No, I'm not killing myself. I had to say you fell.
She fell out the window while painting.
And then there's two handprints of my handprints on your back. They're like, well, here's the thing.
Her handprints on the window frame trying to push herself.
Like scraped, smeared down.
So why did you decide to color that wall red? I was just inspired.
We just had to cover it up. What?
Yeah.
Painted what?
Huh? I'm sorry? Yeah.
I
so you don't even know what colors you want to paint yet?
Not yet. I got to find some neutral color that'll tie everything together.
Beige.
Everything's white now?
Yeah. It's a little too white.
That's the most depressing thing about divorce apartments is that all those apartments are just a neutral beige.
Yeah.
And you're not going to paint it because you're not going to be there that long, ideally. And so you're just like, ugh, it's like living in a cardboard box.
Mm-hmm. So,
awful.
Well, that's what I said. I was like, when you get some stuff up on the walls, it won't feel so much like a hospital. You know, it's just like, that's how what was bothering me so much about my apartment is I didn't have anything. I want to live there and I like the space and stuff like that, but it's like you said, it's like, well, am I going to be here forever? I'm not going to start Oh my God, my shirt just popped open.
I was just
if you're watching the live stream, we were talking about Mary doing under boob, and now she's just.
Was that like that for a while?
It was like that for a while.
Why didn't you say something?
Because I wanted to get to a break. I wasn't going to go, hey, Mary, your boobs are hanging out. Then everybody would have. It would have been a whole thing.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Let's watch the viewer count climb.
I'm sorry, Alan.
I was going to say, no, I don't care. It's not like I haven't seen boobs before.
And what a weird button to do it. It was the underwear.
They were hanging on for dear life. No,
I see exactly when it happens.
Does it pop open?
It's like a little bit of a pop, yeah.
I'm so sorry. That's like I'm like embarrassed.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh,
It's my boobies out.
Well, please believe it or not, who cares?
You have a bra on.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like
always have a bra on.
What color?
There's
It's
not
black.
much that you can see.
Yeah, but still, it's
I mean, you can actually see the whole thing. Go watch the live stream at AlanCoxShow.com.
I'm sorry about that.
Just say yabos.
I was talking about something. What did you hear?
Yabos.
Why are you talking about Mary's yabos, Daddy?
My yabos.
Mm-hmm.
Just popping out of my shirt.
No, I
Sorry.
looked over and it was open, and I was like, well, I'm not going to say anything on the air because then it'll make you self-conscious, and then, but...
I felt it. Felt a little cold.
She had a breeze going through her blouse.
I was like, it's a little cold in here, and I have my blanket on, and
I shouldn't be.
Is out.
I shouldn't be that cold.
Right.
It's as though half my shirt is open. Oh, look, it is. It was only one. I thought that
it was the middle one too.
Yeah.
It wasn't even the top one.
I thought it was just the space between two buttons.
No.
So I was going to tell you to sit differently. I didn't realize a button had come undone.
Yeah, a button had come undone for sure. Well, there you go, guys. This is why you should be
Anything for
watching the
attention.
live stream.
Yeah. Nice.
The idea of you pushing me out a window gets me all worked up. Clothes just
you
start
have that
popping
bit about
open.
wanting a guy that's a little bit toxic.
Just
enough
enough toxic masculinity and throw me out a window once or twice. You can't have a frown on your face if you're sliding down a fireman's pole. Also true.
That is also true. Alan, I thought Bill was sticking with a Spumoni theme in his apartment.
No, that's just the bathroom.
Yeah, you got the pink bathroom and then the blue bathroom, right?
Well, I got the pink bathroom with the mint green towels, and then the other bathroom's maroon.
Can you put no malarkey on the back of your toilet? Can you
Don't leave malarkey
No
streaks.
malarkey.
Yeah.
I'll paint that on your walls.
No malarkey.
Just the words no
start.
malarkey. There you go. Put that in the middle. We'll work around it.
You're like, oh, is this a dad's apartment? Matter of fact, is this your dad's apartment?
Right.
No, it's not.
I've had this old metal sign for years. You know, you'll go to a garage sale or rummage sale or something, those old-timey tin signs.
I have one that says eat.
Right, like
Yeah.
advertisements, right? I don't even know where I found it. I probably got it at a garage sale because I thought it was funny. But it's a tin sign with a little boy from like the 1930s for X-Lax. And it says something like, ooh, that'll be a fine treat for all of us, or whatever that weirdo 1920s advertising language was. X-Lax will be a treat. And I keep saying, I got to put this up in the bathroom. Gwen's like, you're not putting it up in the bathroom.
That's
I'm
a
like,
funny place. That's a funny bathroom
I go,
thing.
wait, I think we had it in our old house, you know. But I'm like, we don't have people over that often. It would make me laugh every
Do you
time
have like
I saw
a basement bathroom? One that doesn't get used
Yeah,
very
like
much?
a man cave bathroom?
No. We have a shower in the basement, but there's no like
No toilet?
No, then just invite people to poop in the shower.
Yeah!
There you go. What, shower stomp? What do you
Waffle
call it?
stomp.
Drain
Waffle stomp.
Waffle stomp.
Yeah.
Waffle stomp over at Casa Cox.
And we
It's
jump
the holidays.
If they're eating X-Lax, it'll go down easy.
That'll be a fine treat for all of us, says the little boy.
We jumped
With a basket full of X-Lax.
We about doubled the viewers on the live stream.
God.
So if you want to undo another button,
I didn't do it on purpose.
Hey,
For 15 seconds.
for these viewers, it's worth it.
Just
I'm not
casually
calling those
stretch. Pow.
Yeah, bam. That's. I didn't
Poundcake,
think
you-
this shirt was that tight, to be honest with you.
Well, now you know.
Well, might as well. You got to watch the whole show. Maybe it'll happen again. I
Show
didn't
my
realize
yabba.
when
Nice
it
little
happened.
tease, yeah.
When it happened the first time, I didn't realize.
Maybe it'll happen again.
Let's see. All those Pop-Tarts and Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Catching up with me.
Bringing back the slops.
I know.
This tart's a poppin'. All right, I got a break. Hey, Vince Neil is doing some solo dates. Is going to get him out to MGM Northfield Park in January if you want to see him do all the Motley Crue stuff before the band goes back out next year. I'll have those tickets for you shortly. 35192 if you want to text.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And everywhere you go on our